What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, you saw the title. We're talking clones that I just feel that if you haven't tried them yet and you're looking to add some to your collection because it's the hot button topic, a lot of people like to $30 clone fragrance themselves to death. I get it. There's ones I enjoy too, and these 10 are ones I enjoyed enough to recommend to you in the first place. So I think you should check these out in 2025. Let's discuss them. Stay tuned. Starting with Khadlaj Island. The hype is real on this one, people. It definitely smells like Le Beau Parfum. It's a little bit fresher and honestly, a little bit smoother, less sharp and synthetic. But you still get that beautiful powderiness, the sweetness, the coconut water smell. You get the juicy fruit smell. All the elements are here. They even colored the bottle similarly. Tongue twister. And honestly, the bottle's like really good. Really, really good. Great atomizer. Nice cap, as you can see. It's good stuff. You know, you will go a little bit nose blind to it, as with the original. Same thing. High level of synthetics. But it just smells really good. It's a dead ringer for it. It just recently got easier to get Le Beau Parfum. Spend around $35 and get this. And it's pretty much the same experience. It's not too often, I would say, go for the clone. It's a rare occasion. And I'm kind of back and forth on this one because, you know, I do Le Beau Parfum is my favorite Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance, but gotta say, it's pretty much a dead ringer. Check this one out in 2025 if you haven't yet. It's Khadlaj Island. Now, Dumont has two in particular lines that are really good. Really good. They got a Tresador line and they got a Brun line that are like their upper tier stuff. This is from the Tresador line. This is called Celestia. So Celestia smells like Electimus Trajan, which Electimus Trajan smells like Baccarat Rouge 540, loaded with citrus and a nice dose of earthy oak moss in the dry down. Here, the oak moss I find is a little bit more heightened versus actual Trajan, but overall, same thing. Quality here, really good. Performance, honestly, really strong. So again, loads of citrus, juicy, fresh, watery citrus at the top, Baccarat Rouge, sugared sweetness, and then that earthy green oak moss smell that offers a little bit of woodiness to it as well. It's that simple. It's that straightforward. It's a high compliment factor fragrance. Again, the quality here is pretty good. You get a lot of bang for your buck with most of the stuff from Dumont. They don't have anything that's a bad fragrance, in my opinion. I've tried just about every fragrance they have, and this is one I strongly encourage. This is like top 5 in the house for me. This is Tresador Celestia from Dumont. I could have started with this one and been like, if you haven't tried this yet, you're missing out. So, Liquid Brun, French Avenue line from Fragrance World. Probably Fragrance World's best effort I've ever smelled. Because this is a dead ringer for Altair. Dead ringer. That creamy vanilla, nice woody tone, a little bit of spice. You have that orange blossom at its core. It's just really good. It's really good. Delicious vanilla in woods. Dead ringer, not far off. Kind of hard to really tell much of a quality difference here. I would say PDM maybe is a little bit higher quality, as it should be. It's a more expensive fragrance, but this is one of those prime examples, one of those rare ones that I say just get the clone. That's what I did. I had a decan of Altair. I liked it. I didn't love it to the point to where I wanted to spend the money to get the bottle. And then this came around and started getting a lot of love. And I kept getting asked, we want to know what you think. Try it. Please try it. Tried it. Love it. Recommend it all the time. It's actually, there's an argument for best clone release last year. I think a lot of people would say that. I think most people would say that have tried it. It's just that good. If you haven't tried it yet, you really should. If you're looking to kind of subsidize and control the sprays on your bottle of Altair, just looking for an outright replacement. It's more affordable, but a dead ringer. Come on, focus for me. Check out French Avenue's Liquid Brun from Fragrance World. Now, this one from Lattafa confused me at first spray the first time I smelled it because I got a little bit of this in there because there's pineapple. This is supposed to be cloning Le Beau Paradise Garden. Paradise Garden doesn't have the pineapple, but you give it a few minutes and it turns into Paradise Garden quickly. This is Lattafa's Najdia Intense. it becomes pretty much a dead ringer after a few minutes. It opens up kind of a hybrid of Paradise Garden and Le Beau Parfum because it has the pineapple. It's kind of strange to me. Then it turns into green, gingery, all the elements that make Paradise Garden Paradise Garden. That's what this is. And it's continued to macerate and just gotten a little bit deeper. Yes, maceration's a real thing. I did a shorts video because I got fussed. Like, oh, all you reviewers are saying this is a good fragrance and none of you have let it macerate yet. Yeah, because it smells good right away. Never said maceration wasn't a real thing. I was just saying it's ridiculous people think you can't enjoy the fragrance as soon as you get it. Yeah, it's going to get better as time progresses because they don't macerate these cheap fragrances that they clone. They fill the bottles, ship them out, sell that stuff, and make their quick buck. This isn't artistry. This is clones. They're not art. That's not artistry. The art is the original. Not necessarily with designers, but some of them are. But this is really close, guys. Really close. Another one, Paradise Garden, just recently got easier to get a hold of. And if you want to save some money, this would be the way to go. I don't think this is one where you necessarily have to get the clone over the original. If you got the original, it's wildly redundant and don't do it. But if you're a fan of Lattafa, and you're looking for an affordable way, a much more affordable way to smell like Paradise Garden, here you go, because it is less expensive. Not so much less expensive. I still say, go with the original, but if you want to save the money, this is really freaking close and really good. It's Najdia Intense from Lattafa. Now, this was one of the most impressive clones I smelled last year that came out. So I did a side-by-side comparison because the only Guerlain L'Homme Ideal flanker I don't have a bottle of is Platine Privé. Then this came out. Fragrance World's French Avenue Arsh. So there's no almond listed. It's like sandalwood, leather, I think saffron, something like that. It makes a similar accord to the bitter almond, but not quite exactly the same. But the citrus, bright, just so beautiful opening is there. Oh my God, the opening is spot on to me. It smells so much like it. Any of you that have smelled Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Cologne, the famed flanker, the white bottle matches the white on this. It's spot on that grapefruit orange kind of smell. So they nailed it here. Again, it's not a one-to-one spot on carbon copy, but that light distinction versus the actual almond versus the accord they created here is the only difference I can tell, and it's not a major difference. It's noticeable to me, but it doesn't make it any better or worse. It makes it like, okay, I'm good with this. Because Platine Privé seemed to have been a limited release, and I didn't get it when it was fresh. Now, it's a little pricier than I'd like it to be for me to get a bottle, and it is the only one I don't have. And the completionist in me still wants to get it, and maybe one day I will, but I am good with this. I am good with this. So if you missed the boat on Platine Privé, stamp of approval coming from me on this one for sure, because I'm good with it. If I never get Platine Privé, I got this. I'm good. Fragrance World's French Avenue Arsh. Not all clones are created equal. This is really good. This is a monster. An absolute monster. It smells the most like Nishane's Hachivat because it's an oak moss bomb. It's very woodsy. It's not as spicy. Citrus up top. It's Rasasi Hawas Black. What a great release for last year. A monster among men. This is just a beast. This juice is super dark. It's high oil concentration. You can 2-spray this one. It's great. It's pretty much a dead ringer for Hachivat. It's like a little bit of the opening to Club de Nuit Intense Man. Obviously, this is way smoother, much higher quality. A little bit of that opening with overall the body of work of Nishane's Hachivat is what this fragrance is. So you can just call it Hachivat, basically. It's so freaking good. Again, you don't need much. You can 2-spray this fragrance. It's going to last and last, project like crazy, leaves a big oil sheen like you rub freaking vegetable oil in your neck. So good. Super masculine stuff, too. If you like Hachivat, don't want to spend the money, this is arguably the best clone. I've smelled this one and Nishane's, not Nishane, Dumont Barouge. I forgot the exact name. I want to say it was Sillage. Was it Sillage? Whichever one. It's the silver bottle. That one's like a dead ringer, too. It's between that one and this one. They're both amazing. If you have that one, you don't need this one, and vice versa. But man, this is totally worth checking out. If you didn't check it out yet, let this be the year. It's Rasasi's Hawas Black. One that I've sang the praises to for a long time. It's not spot on. It's fresher. It's brighter. It's just a fun fragrance, though. It's Paris Corner's Khair Pistachio, similar to Kayali's Yum Pistachio Gelato. This is a brighter, fresher fragrance. You get a little bit of this sweet, warm rum. You get some mintiness from geranium. There's a cotton candy and a whipped cream accord with this one. Obviously, that gelato ice cream, that pistachio gelato ice cream smell. Oh, it just continues to get richer. This is so good. Yeah, it leans a little feminine because it's like this candied ice cream kind of fragrance. A little bit of florals in here, but this is for a fun night out. This is just stepping outside your comfort zone. Something that people around you be like, oh, it smells amazing. You're wearing that? What? That's what this kind of shit does. Because it's not the norm of what people are expecting you to wear if they're going to smell a fragrance on you. It's just a fun fragrance. I wouldn't wear this to work. I wouldn't wear this to a dinner date. But going to Topgolf, bowling, movies, that's what I said, fun night out kind of stuff. Man, get your nose on it this year if you haven't yet. It's Khair Pistachio from Paris Corner. A little bit of black leather and some sunscreen, basically. It's supposed to be Oud Island from Montal. This is fresher. I find there's more darker elements in Oud Island. I just happened to get this the day before the bottle of Oud Island I bought came in. But this is from Paris Corner in the Pendora scents line. This is Oud Holidays. This is actually pretty damn good. I kind of like it a little bit more than the original because it's fresher. It's just this creamy cocoa butter sunscreen with a black leather accord. It's such an interesting oddball blend that really works. Again, kind of an oddball fragrance, but in a very good way. If you like beachy tropical type fragrances, you're a fan of the coconut sunscreen tuberose kind of combo. I don't even remember exactly which notes are in here to make it, but it's kind of that creamy suntan lotion kind of smell. But mixed with a black leather accord, the darker elements to this, you know, dense woodiness, not a real oud funk or anything, but man, this is a good one. This really is. This is a good one. I wouldn't say get it over Oud Island. That is a better quality fragrance, but I kind of like this one a little more, again, because it's lighter, and I don't mean like weaker. I mean it's not as dark of a fragrance, but overall pretty damn similar. Very much surprised me the first time I smelled it. It's worth checking out. Get your nose on it this year. It's Oud Holidays, Pendora scents. On paper, virtually identical. On skin, yeah, you get some cheap cedar early. It settles down, and then it becomes pretty much spot on to Greenly. It's Fragrance World's French Avenue Aether. You'll notice we got a few in the French Avenue line from Fragrance World. I love the bottle on this one. I always have. It's the way it's designed. It's fresh. It's great for the gym. It's great for every day. Great for the office. You can wear this for anything. Green apple. A little sharp on the woods at first, but it kind of smooths out. Some fresh greens. Average to slightly above average. 6-7 hour range and longevity is what I get from this one. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I've been giving this one the stamp of approval all through 2024, and that's going to continue in 2025 if you haven't tried this yet. You're looking for what I've come across as the best alternative to Greenly for the money. Check out Fragrance World's French Avenue Aether. And last but not least, this was one of my favorites from Paris Corner. As far as fresh clones that I got, probably my favorite one. As far as super fresh, it is Paris Corner's Mawj Moscow Mule. Yes, the opening smells like Nautica Voyage, but the rest of the fragrance does not. It's just, look, okay, yeah, it's not exactly the same fragrance. It's a much deeper fragrance. There's a lot more going on. This has a spicy green mint ginger kind of thing going on, but you do get that watery, fresh, clean, musky floral smell of Nautica Voyage as well with it, which in my opinion makes it far superior to Nautica Voyage. This is such a great fragrance. Appletini's phenomenal. I debated on which one of the two am I putting here because I've been talking about Appletini a lot lately. So I said, let's talk about Moscow Mule. It deserves the love too because, man, this is a great freshie. It really is. 5-6 hours, 7 hour range. Depends on your skin and your nose fatigue level and stuff like that. But such a great freshie. Supposed to be Killian's Blue Moon Ginger Dash. I haven't smelled it, but so I don't know how accurate it is as a clone. But as a standalone, boy, is it fantastic. You're looking for a great freshie in 2025. Check out Paris Corner's Mawj Moscow Mule. Well, that's the 10. most of these came out in 2024. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, I know for certain, came out in 2024. So if you haven't gotten your nose on them yet, I would encourage checking them out. There's links down below if you want to check any of these out. Obviously, you don't have to make any purchases to watch my videos. I just appreciate you coming, join the discussion with me, and check out what I had to say about these fragrances. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you leave. I'll catch you on the next one.